Hey everyone, this is Ian from GoInfiniteMTG, and welcome to my spotlight of Zurgo Helmsmasher, the commander of a deck I've been calling Zurgonal Sanctuary. The reason for the name is because of just how well Zurgo synergizes with the enchantment Personal Sanctuary. To start, Zurgo is a 7/2 legendary orc warrior with haste that costs 2, a red, a white, and a black mana. He must also attack each combat if able, is indestructible during our turn, and gets +1/+1 counters whenever a creature he damages dies. It's quite a bit to take in, but the real focus is going to be on his colors and the fact that he has indestructible as long as it's our turn. Personal Sanctuary is an enchantment that costs 2 and a white and says during your turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. If you've been following along, that means neither us or Zurgo can die from damage during our turn. This deck is focused on exploiting cards that do large amounts of damage to each creature and each player every turn. For us to properly take advantage of Personal Sanctuary, we need to play cards that deal damage to everybody during their own turns. Luckily for us, a lot of these cards are unaccosted for what they do simply because they normally hurt the player who controls them as well. For now, we can refer to these cards as Punishers. Some Punishers deal damage when players do or don't cast spells such as Karavik the Merciless, Combo Console of Allocation, Painful Quandary, Spell Shock, and Impatience. Others deal damage when players play or tap lands, or even draw cards. Our goal is to get a few of these Punishers out to get a steady stream of damage to everybody each turn. Another way we can deal damage is through mana sinks. Because a large amount of damage will be coming from enchantments every turn, this frees up our mana for damage spells that we can pour a large amount of resources into. Spells like Earthquake and Torment of Hailfire can clear the board and damage players at the same time, and only get better with more amounts of mana to invest into them. Some permanents also have abilities like this, such as Pestilence and Pyrohemia. We can take advantage of these effects even more by playing cards that reflect any damage dealt to them to other targets, such as Repercussion, Boros Reckoner, Stuffy Doll, Spite-Mare, and Mogmaniac. On the other hand, sometimes we don't want our creatures to die until the right moment, so we'll need to have some protection up our sleeve. Cards like Light of Sanction, Mark of Asylum, and Magebane Armor will prevent our creatures from taking damage from our own spells. Now that the meat and bones of the deck has been worked out, we want some cards that will round out the deck. Because we want to assemble our win conditions before our opponents have a chance to defeat us, some tutors would be helpful, as well as a healthy amount of removal for various types of permanents. Since we're also a 3-color deck without green for ramp, Mana Rocks can definitely help us fix our colors as well as get ahead on the curve. This deck has a lot of room for customization to fit your playgroup's style and power level. You can add cards that double damage, alternate win conditions like Mind Crank, and some utilities such as Boros Charm and Chandra Torch of Defiance. You can even take advantage of Zurgo attacking as a way to sneak out some wins. Not only that, but being in Mardu colors means most board wipes are able to be slotted in, as well as enchantment support for players who pack a lot of removal. This has been a deck that I've wanted to build for years, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. It's not going to be an all-star at a competitive level, but for the kitchen table it can be a blast to play and won't be unfair to play against in more casual environments. I have my deck list linked in the description for both Tapped Out and MTG Goldfish, as well as some suggestions for alternate cards if you want to make this list your own. That's all for now, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any feedback or just want to talk about the deck. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you on the battlefield.